Okay, we're working on the gas sending unit, the gas tank sending unit, the John Deere 720 today. My gas gauge wasn't working correctly. Didn't really know what was going on. I had power there and such, but I decided to take this gas sender out of the tank, which you can see just unscrews with a couple screws around here. There was a gasket under it. I've saved the gasket to use over. The sending unit itself come up out of the tank. It's still very free. It still works well. Still has the original cork float on it to move the lever up and down. But what I did discover when I took this out was this metal tube that kind of holds everything down here rigid and in place had come loose and was very loose and just moving around on this connection here. So I resoldered that back together, and then in this moving around back and forth, it had broken this brass connection right here, broken it off right there and wasn't making a connection at all. So I've soldered that back together in order to make connection. So what I'm going to do is show you here how I tested to determine this sending unit, to determine it was working in the first place. And I'm going to try and do this in kind of a split shot. I've got a multi-tester here. It's just a very small multi-tester. You could use anything that measures ohms. You ground the one lead onto the unit anywhere. Touch the other lead onto the connection where the wire connects. And right now I am reading, I get a good reading here on it. It was reading about there at 7.5 ohms. Now as I raise up the float, you can see I'm raising it up. When I go to full up, which would be a full tank of gas, I'm reading 41.6, 42 to 41.5 ohms, and I let it back down, and the ohms go back down to 4.9. So that's how you test a sending unit to see if it works, just with an ohm meter. From what I've seen, I found this on YouTube. I mean, I'm no genius here. Found it on YouTube how to do this. And it seems your highest measurement is at the full mark in your tank. Your lowest measurement on the ohm meter is at empty. So there's 5.2 at empty and 41.5 roughly. 41.67 at full. So that's how you test a sending unit to know if it's any good or not. This sending unit tests good. I've got it repaired. I'm going to put it all back together, put it back in the tank, and we're going to use it. That's it.